Legal and privacy considerations in information sharing for critical infrastructure protection. When sharing information for critical infrastructure protection, it is essential to address legal and privacy considerations. These considerations ensure that sensitive data is protected, rights are respected, and the process remains secure. Neglecting legal and privacy aspects can lead to potential legal liabilities and breaches of data protection laws. This part of the course focuses on the importance of legal and privacy considerations when sharing information for critical infrastructure protection. It covers data protection laws and regulations, confidentiality and non-disclosure agreements, and techniques such as anonymization and pseudonymization to mitigate privacy risks. The presentation emphasizes the need to address these considerations and provides examples of potential liabilities and breaches when neglected. Understanding data protection laws and regulations. Different countries have specific laws and regulations regarding data protection and privacy. Before sharing any information, it is crucial to understand and comply with these laws. Examples of such regulations include the GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, in the European Union, the CCPA, California Consumer Privacy Act, in the United States, and the PIPEDA, Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act, in Canada. Familiarize yourself with the relevant legislation in your jurisdiction to ensure compliance. Confidentiality and non-disclosure agreements. Confidentiality and non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, are legal contracts that protect sensitive information shared between parties. These agreements enforce the obligations of trust, confidentiality, and non-disclosure, ensuring the information remains secure. When entering into an information sharing arrangement, parties should establish NDAs to preserve the confidentiality of the shared data and protect each other's interests. Anonymization and pseudonymization. To protect privacy while sharing information, consider anonymizing or pseudonymizing the data. Anonymization involves removing personally identifiable information from the dataset, making it impossible to identify individuals. Pseudonymization allows for data encryption or the substitution of identifiers with temporary ones, ensuring privacy while still allowing for analysis and research purposes. Applying these techniques helps mitigate privacy risks when sharing critical information. Data sharing consent and informed consent. When sharing information for critical infrastructure protection, it is vital to obtain appropriate consent from the data subjects involved. Consent should be informed, meaning individuals understand the purpose and scope of the data sharing and provide consent willingly. Consent processes should be transparent, including clear information about the data being shared, how it will be used, who will have access, and any potential risks involved. Documenting consent is important for legal compliance and instilling trust among all parties. Secure data storage and transfer. To ensure legal and privacy considerations are met, data storage and transfer practices should prioritize secure systems and protocols. This includes using encryption for data at rest and in transit, secure cloud storage, access controls, and regular security audits. By implementing robust security measures, you can minimize the risk of unauthorized access, data breaches, and potential legal repercussions. Retention and destruction policies. Information shared for critical infrastructure protection may need to be retained for a specific duration. Developing clear retention policies ensures compliance with legal requirements while minimizing the retention period to reduce risks. Once the stored data is no longer required, it should be securely and irreversibly destroyed following appropriate protocols. Maintaining proper records of the data lifecycle, including retention and destruction processes, is essential. Incident response and notification. In the event of a data breach or unauthorized access, it is crucial to have an incident response plan in place. This plan should include protocols for assessing the breach, mitigating the impact, notifying affected individuals, and complying with legal requirements for incident reporting. Swift action during a breach shows a commitment to protecting data and maintaining public trust. In conclusion, legal and privacy considerations are paramount when sharing information for critical infrastructure protection. adhering to data protection laws, implementing security measures, obtaining consent, and maintaining transparency are essential for compliance and building trust among all parties involved in the information sharing process. Based on the guidelines outlined in this tutorial, you can ensure that legal and privacy considerations are properly addressed, promoting a secure and responsible information sharing environment.